Hello world and welcome to Tigers of Asia, this time with Jeju and not Ulsan. So, we have done a lot of stuff. We have, at last you guys saw me, I was in December, I was just joining Jeju, and now a few months have passed, we have had a transfer window to kind of mess around, get rid of some players, make sure we had as best team as possible to try and get promoted, because the goal is to get at least top 4, so they want us to make it into the playoffs. To do that, we must have sold a lot of players and bought a lot of players, so that's what we did. Look at our transfer history. We sold a lot of our players, and I will go from the top in terms of fees down, because they kind of correlate slightly to the players that were good, because as you can see here, John Min Kyu, he was one of the best players on my team. I did not want to sell him, but Jeonbuk came, and they're like, hi, we want to spend 100k on him. And I was like, no, that's stupid because he's one of my best players. So this guy started complaining. He's like, I want to win the title. I want to win the title and I can't do that with you. And I was like, mate, no, like we'll get promoted next year. You'll help us. He's like, no, I don't care. I want to win titles. I was like, fine, whatever. So I tried to be cheeky and I'm like, okay, fine. I'm going to try and sell you for more. So I kept bringing the price up. People kept bidding for him. But it turns out that this guy, he just wants money because I started accepting deals for left, right, and center. Not Jeonbuk, first of all. And I accepted deals and he's like, hi, give me a payoff. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, I have my contract here. Give me a payoff. I was like, you want to leave though? And this guy didn't care. He didn't care. He honestly didn't care. And every time that happened, I was like, okay, let's do a big brain move. Maybe this guy, he just really wants to go to Jeonbuk. And if he wants to go to Jeonbuk, then I'll give him that. So I said, hey, Jeonbuk, have him for 250. So they bid 250. And then he was like, oh, actually, I still want to pay off. And I'm just like, okay, whatever. So I put 300. The board accepted for Seongnam. Joke's on him because they're going to be in K-League 2. Sure, maybe he wants to win the K-League title too, but it did say that he wants to win the K-League 1. A very good center midfielder, and funny enough, we are playing them in the first game, so that's going to be fun. Next up, we also sold Valentinos Celis, who is also a very, very good defender. And I had to think long and hard about selling him, but he was on a lot of wages. He was earning 2 or 3k. He is quite old, and he's not the best. I mean, he's okay, but he didn't wow me. He played 23 games, 6.91 rating. He was okay. So I just thought, hey, we need to start a rebuild somewhere. So we're going to do this. And Hyun Byung left. Again, another one of those players that I got rid of for quite a good amount of money. 125,000, I think. Yeah, 125,000. I hope he does well. But again, not the best stats. He's okay. He's an okay winger. Sure, I wish him the best in the future. We have a lot of wingers, so that's something we should do. Baek Dong-young. We had a lot of center backs. We had a lot of center backs that were just limited. They were very, very limited. Not many of them could pass. Not many of them could dribble. They were just very, typical center defenders. And I was like, hey, I want some ball playing ones. Who else did we sell? Lin Dong-kyung, another defender. I think all of them are going to be defenders now. So Jin-soo is apparently one of our better young players, but I sold him because I did not like his mentals. I did not like his physicals. His technicals were okay, but again, look at the scouts say 48. 48, we should sign him. Again, a lot of these players are just not the best for us. Lee Dong-ryol, another one of our young players who, again, look at those mentals. I'm not impressed. I don't think this guy could be good. And finally, Lee Dong-hee, a very mediocre backup. So our clear art is still not complete though. We're still selling some players, but on the ins, we decided to go for a better striker, Thiago Leonco. Not the best in terms of bravery, not the best in terms of composure, concentration, but very quick player, very good technicals. Hopefully he can score some goals for us. He's very, very good. He's on a lot of wages, but he's on for 1 more year or for 2 years. So if we don't do well, I can hopefully make some money on him. Yoseo In, this guy, this is how we started building our youth setup, because what I did was I went to the South Korea under-19s, used my national team scouting, found this guy and said, hey, he doesn't look too bad. His passing is already decent. Maybe dribbling and first touch can come better, but he's already better in terms of the technical side than most of our others defenders. So yeah, we're going to hopefully see him improve, and he's going to play a little bit, and our scouts think he's quite nice. Sorry, this is going to be quite a long one because this was a huge rebuild. Jong Sung-wook, again, I bought him as a backup, but I do like his dribbling, I do like his passing, I do like his vision. So he's a very, very good ball-playing defender, even though it highlights no-nonsense. But I think he's quite all right. He's quite all right. He played for a team in K-League 4, so that's 2 divisions below us. So hopefully he can make a step up, and we'll see what happens. Dmitry Tarasov. This guy has no legs left. He's 33 years old, and he got injured. But he is quite good. He's international. He's going to be our captain because he's got the best leadership for us. And I want to see how well he's going to do because I think he's quite a good experienced head and he can play both center defensive midfielder and center back, which is very, very needed for us. Sorry, there's a lot of transfers. Some of them are not even mine. Anyone of note, Lee Hyung-kyung joined us. We let him on last time and then we brought him this time. He's got good finishing, good pace, so he could be a good backup for us to bring off on the bench. We also have some people coming in, potentially, hopefully. So we have Hwang Tae-hyung, a young kid, 75 from America. He's going to come in March. Again, very quick, so that'll be something good. For some reason, a lot of Koreans are good at playing defender and striker. I don't know why. And this guy, hopefully I can sign a very, very good high prospect player, 85 scout summary. That's quite nice. Again, 18-year-old, we're going to try and build a nation. He's played only one game professional and scored a goal, so that could be good. You know, he's got a 100% goal scoring record. If only that's how it works. And apart from that, on the outs, we're going to have Lee Hyun-woo leaving as well. And yeah, so we're ready to start. Our team is looking a little bit better. I'll show you it. So this is going to be our team that I'm going to show you for the first game. So what we're going to do, we're actually going to play, don't forget, we're going to play custom Gegenpress, positive. Again, pass into space, the normal stuff, standard, pass directness, maybe high, not extremely high. In transition, we're going to do pretty much the same. And up front, we're going to do pretty much the same, maybe a little bit lower. So yeah, no playing out the box, out of defense, because our players are not yet at that level. We have a very good team. Like I showed you, Ri Seong-woo stayed. He's a very, very good player. If he can improve his crossing and finishing, he'll be the perfect inverted winger. So I'm looking forward to that, which I'm going to play him there right now, because none of them are forwards. We are having problems with a good playmaker. But again, this year, I don't think it matters as much because playmakers are not really important for some reason. But I'm going to be looking into that. Like, the only other I have is this guy who looks a bit better, but we do need under 21 players on the pitch, or at least on the substitute bench. But anyways, I think that's fine. We're ready for our first game. In terms of other players that are really good, Jongwon Jae. He's a very good player. He's a very good, he's a good winger slash fullback, so it's perfect for me. He's going to be my Hongchul, hopefully. On the right, we have Rafael Franca, who was signed before me. Again, a very decent wingback, not the best defender. Kind of gives me a little bit of Ayrton vibes from Spartak, but again, not at the same level. Jong Sung-wook and Kim Won-kyu are going to play. Kim Won-sik will be our defensive midfielder, but I'm going to try and play him as center back at some points because he's not the worst. He's got good passing, good decent vision, but he's a very good ball-winning midfielder, actually. What else are we thinking? Thiago Lorenko, well, Leonko is going to lead the line, and I think these are kind of the biggest players you need to see for us. So we're ready to play Seongnam. Hopefully we're going to do well. We have no opposition reports, so that is strange. I'm going to have to see. I also had to change my staff completely, so maybe I fired one too many people. So yeah, this is something we're going to find out. Lorenko is making his debut because he joined us just before this game. So yeah, we're going to see how he's going to do. Our preseason went quite well. We managed to beat a few Chinese teams. We beat Shanghai Shenhua. We beat another team, I don't remember. So we played quite well. We actually even took on some Korean teams. So we lost 2-0 against Jeonbuk, but again, lucky for them. And yeah, I think this team looks quite all right. And hopefully I did not mess things up by, selling a lot of players, changing everyone, buying players that haven't had the preseason with us. So hopefully we can do well. And starting off, we already do 60% possession in the first 15 minutes. We are dominating the play. And I did not check, which I should have. I should have checked if one of our players, Jo Min-kyu, he is playing. There we go. He is playing. So they signed him straight for the first team. If he scores against me, I will cry. But this guy put up such a big fuss. And I was just like, look, it's not worth it. I'm probably going to sell you next year anyway. So I might as well sell you for 300k. So they are on the attack. Remember, we are now in orange. We're not a blue team anymore. So that's kind of cool. Kim Gi-yeol, Kim Seung-myung. By the way, it will take me a little bit to kind of remember all the names. But oh man, I hope that's going to be well. I think what we may have to do 4-1-3-1. Ooh, and a... Oh, Seong-hun. The level of goalkeeping isn't the same here, is it? Oh, the level of goalkeeper isn't the same. And there we go. Their first shot on target is their first goal. We have a lot of possession, but we're not really creating anything with it. Let's encourage the team just before the halftime. Again, we're not creating anything. Ri Seong-woo is not creating anything. And I'm not happy. I'm not angry, just disappointed. I want to see a better showing from you guys. the thing is, we looked so well. We looked so very, very well in preseason. So I don't know what happened here. Ryo Sung-woo is going to play in the midfield area. And what we're going to do, we're going to put Kim Sung-jun on the left. So that could be something we could try. I know it's potentially not the best place for me to play him, but he can do a good job. He's not slow. He's quite quick. So, everyone with, more than 10 pace in the K-League 2 is quite quick. Again, Jeju dropped down to 10th position. We're not having a single shot on target. So I may have to panic. Click the panic button. But we have a highlight for us, or at least we have a ball here. Delarenko is very much isolated, but Jong Sung-uk is on the ball. Ryo Sung-woo, come on. Park Jin. Okay, good. But who's in the middle? Are you going to be running in the middle? Are you? Lorenko? Loenko? Loenko puts a cross in. Park Jin-sup. Park Jin-sup. Did I just bring him on? No, I didn't. Who's Park Jin-sup? This is center. It's our box-to-box player. Let's go. Running in. What was that? Frank Lampard here? Do we have Frank Lampard? Have we opened Frank Lampard? In South Korea. Very good late run in. Perfect. Deloenko. Beautiful assist. I'm going to have to say your name right. Park Jin-sup, the 25-year-old. Okay, work rate, but not a bad little player. Well done. And that's his first game for us. That is his first game for us, by the way. So we signed him. Good tactics. Good thinking. Wow, we signed him on a free as well. So yeah, I forgot to mention some players were signed before because I signed them on a free. So I think they were in the previous season, but not bad. 1-1. We are dominating this. This is good. I like to see this. But again, I want to see us do a little bit better. So remember how I said we have a lot of options, on the wing. I did not pick them, which is my fault. I guess let's see who it could be the player that plays here. I don't think many people can. Okay, nope, that's the wrong button. I don't know how to click buttons. Let's put Soap there and Kim Young-wook. Decent passing. Okay, work rate. Yeah, let's play him there. And apart from that, are we good in everything else? I think so. We need to be careful, I think, because we should have been careful. We should have checked if we had too many defenders on the bench. We do. We definitely do. Let's encourage the players. I like this, but we're not making any shots. Loenko is going to come off. He's a bit tired. Come on, last minute push. Can we do something well? Can we do something? 93rd minute, 3 minutes. Okay, you know what? I'll take it. I hate teams that play 4-3-3 like they do. It kind of stops us. Park Jin-sup saved us. Ri Sung-woo did not do anything for us. And Thiago Loenko had a good little debut. And so did Jong Sung-wook. A very good performance. I think we played very well at home. It was a good comeback. And Seongnam, if I'm not mistaken, were relegated last year. So they're K-League 1 team. So what does that mean for us? Well, that means for us, we're not the worst. We dominated them. We completely outplayed them. So now it's going to come a test against the smaller teams, if we're going to have the legs, because as you can see here, the next game is in 2 days. In 2 days, then another in 3 days. And it's like, is this the Premier League all over again? But yeah, not too bad. I think it was quite a decent performance. We outplayed them. We just need to focus on some attacking options. But sadly, there's not many attacking options out there. So that's something we need to look into. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed our first proper episode of Jeju and of our new Tigers of Asia rebranded, remastered sort of thing. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the fact that I did pick a different team. I hope you get to like it. I hope you get to bond with some of the players. We will be here longer than with Ulsan because, to win everything, you first have to be promoted to K-League. We're not going to win the K-League this year, are we? We're going to win the second one, but not the first one. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you liked it. I'll be introducing more players. Hopefully, you guys will get to see them better. And yeah, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye, guys.